This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. His guys are in the midst of really an incredibly impressive run. Only one loss here in the latter stages of the season. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys ready to see how they stack up against a fellow Super Bowl contender. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning will be up over 98%.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Juju Brents comes up for the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Short throw. He's got Kraft. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Yellow.
That's the play fake. Love. Touchdown, Packers. Savion Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 30. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
They're right here.
They'll run Achane. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Second and goal from the 1. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Malik Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Packers offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their second possession. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked second in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready, go. 6.
Love looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Now Love. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Romeo Doubs is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league.
One of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Fight, set, ready.
Love, they go play action now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 11.
On play action. Love to throw. That's complete to Doubs. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window, and it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft from 10 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Shot, 17.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane.
The hat trick +1. 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way game. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Achane.
Down to about the 22 here.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Dolphins are 12-2 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Tua sets up to pass it. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll go. H.N. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on fourth down, and he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on fourth down. In this case, fearless wins.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Allen Gordon, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline. Watch the end zone.
And I think you're not telling yourself the truth. They just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Set. Yellow. 43.
At the 38-yard line.
Glove. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Set, ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw now, here's Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
Check right.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play fake. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. 66 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Go ahead. Ready.
Tua going to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the 2-yard line.
44. Ready.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to the ground, Achane. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. There's Robinson showing the flash. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Love now. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
He's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing defense.
There he was in the slot for the catch. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Blue. Yellow. Warning.
Love fires that quickly outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Packers first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Love. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go. Drive, how do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Tua, a final shot before half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. They're going deep for Hill. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Final 3 weeks of the regular season. The regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Kenneth Walker. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Seahawks are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Jaden Daniels. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Rico Dowdle. He's going to take this one in, and he's now into double figures, his 10th touchdown on the year. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Panthers lead it by a touchdown at the half. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture. Things starting to come into focus in the NFC here in Week 16. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Hey, get set.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll give this to Achane. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Still 2nd down.
Now Tua. That's caught by Waller out left side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up. To 11. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. From the 30.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Dolphins.
Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Set, hut. 50, green.
Going back to Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. They'll go for a gain of 7. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
13 yards on the play. That's another Dolphins first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Miami.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get set. Out.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Achane. Able to fight for about 4 yards there in the 13.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 13-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a run by Achane. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal, Miami.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, it's Achane. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2 and now, 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now Love. Now they set up the screen. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Here's Achane. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Second down and 4.
They're right here.
A run now from Achane.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Sanders' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. About set to get this drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Love from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him on complete. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here comes 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
A gain of 26 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Love looking to throw it. That's to Kraft, the tight end.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Now 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Packers first down.
Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
Let's go.
Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Toward the pylon, caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
50, green.
Love looking to throw it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers Steelers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.